The FNRad Snowboard Podcast is presented by Skyview Campers, Never Summer's innovative take on the tiny home. Designed and built in beautiful Colorado, check out skyviewcampers.com. Wired Snowboards builds quality snowboards by hand 10 minutes away from my house. Visit wiredsnowboards.com and order one today. Fixed bindings are easy to adjust, long-lasting, high-performance bindings built to have less impact on the environment. Check out fixedbindingco.com. Rip Curl outerwear, strength, durability, and performance. Designed to search further in the snow, head to ripcurl.com and check out the Anti-Series jacket. I can't wait to rock this thing. New Greens, 100% organic, vibrant green juice. Buy yourself some at newgreens.com and use code FNRad at checkout for 20% off. The Boardroom Snowboard Shop, best selection, best prices, Vancouver's premier snowboard shop. The Boardroom ships to anywhere in North America, so go to boardroomshop.com or visit their stores in Vancouver and North Van. Support also comes from Mount Seymour, Grouse Mountain, Cypress Mountain, the Pro Standard GoPro accessories, and our friends at 1910. You can use code FNRad at checkout for 20% off at 1910.com. The Haven's a center for transformational learning located on beautiful Gabriola Island. Plan a visit at haven.ca and use code FNRad at checkout to save 10% off their Come Alive program. Julia Campbell is a whitewater local who, in addition to riding for the Source, has been making a name for herself doing art, including custom outerwear painting for notable pros like MFR and Jared Elston. I accidentally mix up Research and Development, Robin Van Gin's event, with Low Maintenance, which is Estelle Pensiero's event. Sorry, you two. Julia did the artwork for Research and Development and is a great example of the snowboarding culture being in great hands. Enjoy. These are midsummer bonus episodes because I love you guys. They're quick listens, and then you can go to Sean Palmer's Instagram and watch his amazing board history videos that he and Brad Holmes are putting out. They are fucking rad.
I'm here with my friend Teddy and Dana. Came all the way from Nelson for this. Super fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what's the vibe in Nelson these days?
It's pretty chill.
Yes.
Very warm, very sunny. It's nice to come back to some winter and be able to just get back on the board. It's been about a month, so it's feeling good.
Whitewater had the same kind of challenging year that we had out west.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Honestly, I've had such an amazing season. Very grateful. First season in many years, no injuries.
Dope. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of really fun opportunities. So very happy to be back riding.
What are some of the highlights?
Ooh, biggest highlight I think was doing the artwork for the bibs for R&D this year, Research and Development.
Yeah.
Going
Estelle's
out.
event. That's cool.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, just having the opportunity to be out there building the jumps with Robin and showing them around like my little home resort.
Wow.
Was such a special moment because last time I was at Holy Bowly, I felt a little bit of a fish out of water.
Sure.
Just expressing at the mental meetup, just talking about, feeling a little bit out of place. And I'd love to host a little backcountry event and have you come into my world. So seeing these women come out and absolutely shred was so special and so amazing. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, that mental meetup was really fun. It wasn't what I was expecting. Yeah. I don't even know what I was expecting. Yeah. There was a lot of people there. Yeah. And what Laura's doing is really important.
Oh, super important.
Yeah. You guys are so lucky, your generation, to have that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Just to have the awareness, the openness to talk about it with a group, talking about all the struggles from self-confidence to, for me, it's a lot of injuries, the highs and lows that you go through that, starting somewhere, becoming confident, trying, getting hurt, working through that and coming back is really important just to have that support. So
hell yeah.
I think it's really special to have that in the industry in general.
Yeah. During downtime when all your friends are riding, to not have any, you know what I mean? You're sitting at home just being bummed trying to rehab.
Oh man, 4 broken ribs. It's 60 centimeters, whitewater, everyone's getting it and you're just laying there kind of posted up. But to come back to support and then have these opportunities like Holy Bowly, the learning, the learning how to rake, the openness of everyone coming into it, the vibe, and then continuing it from there 3 years later.
Isn't it
really
so
special.
nice that it's not a contest? That's one of my favorite things about it. Is
Yeah.
that, I mean, you're in a contest with yourself,
100%.
but it's like there's not that pressure of like sitting at the start gate and go, okay, now it's time for my run, and all that nerves and all that stuff. And then the rake at the end is actually one of my favorite parts.
I love it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, I don't know, the camaraderie of it, the team, the bonding, the team building.
And the importance of understanding what it takes to make these features. Like you physically are helping to maintain features that it's like, oh shit, this is what the park crew does all day.
Even just coming into it, like never using a proper rake before, or the creativity that goes into it, like building the course and maintaining that. It's all like, so it's the artistry of it. As Savage was saying, like Moonstone, I grew up riding the park there as well. And then when I transitioned coming out west, just riding mostly backcountry stuff, it's really fun to come back to this with no rails and the jumps and the boxes involved, just to be a little bit more creative and get that in that flow state and have fun with it. It's
really
fun.
Awesome. I love Bowley every year. It's like,
I know we do.
I know. This was the first year where I was like, maybe I can't afford to go to Bowley. And then once I got here, I'm like, I can't afford not to go to
I was
this.
in the same boat. I'm like, oh, can I push it? And then thinking, coming back to like the Rude Girls, that was my first kind of girl crew to ride with. I didn't grow up with that. And to have that support and the confidence coming into my first Bowley, I think it was Bowley 8 or 9. And then coming back each year, I just, that, you know, kind of self-doubt and everything kind of goes away, and you just have fun and connect with people and connect with the new community coming in and new riders and kind of show them, which is really special too.
It's about fun and community.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the best part.
100%.
Crush runs it so well too.
Yeah, I love
like
it.
having Crush there.
Yeah.
Doing his Crush stuff.
Just crushing it.
Crushing it, exactly.
Totally.
Rad. Well, thank you so much for coming in for a mini quick check-in.
Appreciate it.
Anything you wanted to say that, like anything coming in here, you're like, oh, I better.
Yeah, I think this year was really awesome. The Rude Girls reached out and just mentioned we'd like to get a bigger group of women coming out. And I think that's really important to acknowledge that coming into any event.
It's noticeable
just with numbers,
here.
Which is really special. And have us come and hold it down from far and wide. Like I've seen a lot of Whistler homies come out, and you know, Nelson and Fernie and all over, like Golden. It's kind of closer, but I think it's really special and really fun to see everyone. So
it's the exciting part of the snowboard community right now is like women's progression and stepping up to.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, even just seeing like the research and development, that incubator of the next up and coming riders, and kind of seeing them throw down and then coming back into like more of like a creative park setting and seeing that in the progression as well. It's really inspiring, to be honest.
Big shout out to Jess, because she's always been a huge advocate for like support women, and you'll see exactly what she's talking about. A huge growth in women's progression and just snowboarding. You guys always have the community, which is dope. But like now to see it being taken to that next level in all aspects of snowboarding is dope.
So special. I was fortunate enough to go to It's Tits last year for the first time.
Yeah.
And the amount of meetups and kind of little group talks and chats and the open-mindedness of it was so fun and so awesome, and built my confidence hugely. And I made a new friend at that event, Kalia Opal, shout out. And then saw her at Whitewater in the backcountry as well, like shredding the resort. And it was such like a full circle moment, and it was really special. So
that's
love
sick.
it. Love all the events.
Thank you for sharing. That was super cool.
Appreciate it. Cheers.
Later. FNRad shoutouts this week to Julia Campbell. Thanks for doing the show. I want to shout out Nick from Salmon Arms. I got a chance to talk to him this week, and it was super rad. Thank you to all the Patreon listeners and supporters. You guys rock. Be sure to come back next week for more FNRad snowboarding presented by Skyview Campers and brought to you by FNRad Productions.